The news from Bengaluru, which is a city under lockdown, the figures just seem to be rising. Actually, on 8th of June, when Unlock 1 actually began, there were less than 600 cases. Now there are more than 20,000. 20,969 positive cases in Bengaluru to be exact. Almost 5,000 of those have recovered, but 378 people still have died. And in the last 24 hours for which data was collected, 1,267 cases were found to be positive here in Bengaluru. So that really not the greatest news, which is why, in fact, the lockdown was declared. The lockdown began last night at 8 p.m. There has been an 8 p.m. curfew in place for several days now, and it's to go on until 5 a.m. on the 22nd of July. Now, shops selling essential items like this grocery shop here, they can only operate between 5 a.m. and 12 noon. After 12 noon, the only shops that can be open are medical shops like that one. People are only supposed to be out for essential trips. There is actually supposed to be nobody on the road, but there are indeed people on the road. We do see people walking along, people on their bikes, on their vehicles. There's actually supposed to be nobody on the road right now, but we do see, in fact, people actually passing by, although this is supposed to be a total lockdown. But this lockdown is, in fact, stricter than earlier ones, with the shops having to close by 12 o'clock. The police commissioner said no passes will be issued at all. But many people in Bengaluru actually felt that perhaps it wasn't such a bad idea given the spike in the number of cases. Bengaluru heading into another 1-week lockdown. The reason? The spike in cases. Bengaluru getting a huge number of cases. Almost half of Karnataka's cases are from Bengaluru right now. And the state government decided it needs to shut down in order to help the city actually get to terms with what is going on in terms of the numbers, in terms of the spike. And of course, just before the lockdown, you're seeing a lot of people actually getting what they can, picking up the goods that they need to pick up. One more lockdown. What do you feel about that? 1 more week's lockdown?
Yeah, I accepted it.
It's a good thing?
Yes.
Why do you feel so?
Because nowadays it's more, no? So that only.
So numbers are more?
Yeah.
So doing some last minute shopping before the lockdown? Yeah. Once more lockdown.
Yes.
What do you feel about that?
I agree with.
You agree with it?
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you feel so?
See, corona effect is very heavy. That's why I'm.
So it has to happen.
Yeah.
Even though the shops are open, people are not coming. But many welcoming the idea of another lockdown for the sake of safety. With DM Kumar, Maya Sharma in Bengaluru for NDTV. Well, the Home Minister of Karnataka also says that they are taking this very, very seriously indeed. He's asked his police officers to actually be very strict about implementing the lockdown, which is why it's a little disconcerting to see so many people still on the road when there's supposed to be nobody out at all. But the Home Minister did say that he had instructed his police officials to take good care and make sure the lockdown was implemented strictly.
I have asked my police officers to strictly implement the lockdown and abide by the government guidelines. And I have asked people also to cooperate. And we have taken some other decisions like deploying more than 2,000 home guards in Bangalore, because some of our police constables and other people have been quarantined. Therefore, 2,000 home guards we are taking, and we are using our civil defense volunteers to supply food and other things in containment zones, as well as we are using our fire force equipments to cleanse the city during this lockdown.
It's given instructions that the lockdown should be enforced very strictly, as well as essential supply should also be maintained, because this particular bandobast is going to be very different. There are going to be no passes because this is a 1-week lockdown.